What is good, YouTube? Welcome back, yo. Your boy Dread is back, baby, with another video. You feel me? Today's gonna be a little short banger. You know, not too long. I'm gonna keep y'all here for too long. But I'm gonna keep y'all here for a little while. While we here, I'm gonna have a little gameplay in the background for y'all young boys. You feel me? Get a little dub while y'all here. You feel me? But for today's topic of the video, y'all, I will be talking about how my high school years went, yo. Me going from a freshman to a senior to, you know, letting y'all tips for my freshman. I'm going to school next month. It's August, because y'all going back. So if y'all watching the video at this time, right about now, y'all will be going back to school in like maybe a week or two from now. Some of y'all already in school for sports, or whatever. So that's what's up. You feel me? But yeah, I'm gonna be letting y'all know how my school year went. What did I do? What did I regret? What did I miss? All that, yo. So going way back, all the way back to when I was a freshman in high school, you know me? Just first going in there, you know, freshman seminar. You get all your friends from, you know, different school years, you know, people you saw in elementary, people when you transfer schools, y'all all go to a main school together now, y'all in high school. You feel old now, you feel like you're a grown person, you know, you feel like, yes, sir, let's go, we lit. Feel me? But yeah, that's how it starts off. You feel me? It starts off like that. For me, from my experience of going through high school, you know, my experience was I ain't do no work, yo. I was that class clown. I was the one that would have you cracking up, you know, crying tears out your eyes. The ladies, man, I was, you know, always trying to come to school. I was trying to do, you know, everything opposite of what I should have been doing. I was going to school worrying about the ladies more, you know, worrying about what girl I could impress, make them laugh, trying to come to school, fashion show, trying to be all flea for the school year, you know, so I get noticed by everybody look at me, you know, instead of trying to worry about my grades and what was I gonna do in the future, you know, and everything different, everything that was not necessary. Like I'm gonna break it down for y'all. You feel me? I'm gonna break it down for y'all. So let's say if you know just becoming a freshman, you know, everything I'm gonna tell you everything I was doing, what I regret. So like me, I'm going into high school, you know, doing everything I should have been doing, like trying to be for the ladies, skipping class, always trying to look at the fights, doing everything I should have been doing. Like, okay, let me tell y'all the same thing y'all shouldn't be doing. When you get to high school, have fun. I'm not gonna say don't have fun. I have fun, yo. That's really the main ingredients. Have fun, yo. Do good, but have fun at the same time. Like you always gonna have time. You know, you gonna have time where you could, you know, goof around. You know, go out of classroom. You gonna know when you could do that stuff. Like you gonna know. Like me, I was one of the kids that was, you know, in the classroom doing everything opposite of what I should have been doing. Like I was that one that was, you know, trying to make everybody laugh and you know, like just like I was not the person you wanted me to, like the person that you wanted to look up to in high school. That's what I was technically trying to say. I was a person you know. I made bad relationships with all my teachers to the point where, you know, my teacher wasn't trusting me no more. So I asked them for a question. They act like, you know, they didn't hear me because I wasn't doing no work regardless. So they wasn't trying to hear none of that, you know. That's why I don't want you to make that mistake. So look, let me get to it. So you get into becoming a freshman this year, be on your stuff, bro. Like I'm not saying like, you know, just like, you know, every day like, oh, I'm talking about like be on your stuff, but have fun while you're on your stuff, you know, like make sure you're paying attention to class. You know when you know when it's time to play around, and you know when it's time to, you know, and get serious. You know, you gonna know when those times come around. You feel me? When that stuff will happen. Like for me, I was when my sophomore year, I tried to crack down. You know, like they had to switch my classes. I had to go to like more like, you know, slower down classes because I ain't gonna say I was like, you know, disabled or anything, but I wasn't trying to like do the work. So, you know, for me not doing the work, they had to bring me down in lower classes because I was just having like, you know, bad grades. I was bringing my grade lower. Watch out the crowd you hang out with, yo. That's the biggest thing, bro. The crowd you hang out with is what not gonna say that's what you gonna be, but that's what they gonna see you as. So like, let's say if you're hanging out with the smart group, they gonna see you as, you know, the smarter kid. You know, the kids that want to learn, that want to get the good grades, that got colleges, that want to go to good college. Your parents, they think what falls into that category is like what your parents think about you, what type of parents you have, what type of home you come from. you coming from like, you know, like the more bad kid side, like the kid that don't listen or the kids that don't, you know, go to class, they gonna see you as a kid that's like, you know, you don't want to do no work, so I'm not gonna, you know, pay attention to you or give you no attention to class to help you out to make sure you graduate this class and you get the credit. So that's really one of the main things I could say about growing up. You know, whatever character and whatever group you hang out with, that reflects on you when you're in high school. Like it'll see, like let's say if you hang out with, like, you know, they say that the statistics say that, you know, you hang out with a smarter group, you're most likely gonna want to do your work in class. You know, pay attention, get your grades up, because that's what they're doing. You're gonna do the same thing. Same way if you're hanging out with the more badder group. When you hang out with the more badder group, you feel me? The statistics say you're not gonna want to do your work. You're gonna want to be, you know, skipping class, doing everything opposite of doing your work. You know, things that's not gonna help you out in the long run. So that plays a huge part on your career. You know, so make sure you know what group you're hanging out with. I'm not saying like, oh, if all your friends are like, you know, the kids that don't do good, I'm not saying don't hang out with them, but you know when it's time to lock in. You know, time to, you know, get your work done in time. You know, you'll know when times are coming. You feel me? When it's time to do certain stuff, you feel me? You'll know. You'll know when those times are coming, you feel me? You will know. Another big thing is make sure you know, like, you got your books, like, you know, everything, you know what you're doing. You get to class, like, you get to the class, you're not sitting around all confused. Make it seem like you know what you're doing, yo. Even if you don't know what you're doing, make it seem to the teacher that you know what you're doing, because then that gives you a good look. That makes her seem like, okay, you're focused. I want to help you out. I'm gonna, you know, when you ask a question, I'm gonna actually have some what's the word? Have some, like, you know, so like you know, like when she actually pays attention to what you're saying, not just hearing what you gotta say and then, you know, not really caring. They're gonna actually care what you're saying because she notices that you're focusing, that you want to actually get this work done, turn it in, and get it out the way. So you make sure you know what you're doing. You get to class, you at least make it seem like you don't know what you're doing. Make it seem like you know what you're doing. So when you get to it, you're not looking all confused and stuff, whatever, to the teacher, because the teacher knows. Trust me, the teacher will know if you don't know what you're doing or not. And that's the main person you really want to impress, is the teachers. For my boys, don't get too locked in with the girls. Yo, there's girls everywhere. You feel me? Girls are, when you got to high school, there's gonna be girls there's gonna be time for all the girls any time of the day. Yo, don't let girls get in your way of your education, because 99% of the time, the girls that you're chasing right now, or you were trying to chase, they're probably doing good in their classes right now. Teachers, they're on the thing that you're not trying to do. Like, they're trying to get their grades in, get their grades up. It's not worth it, yo. When you in school, just focus on your school, or you trust, like, just focus on what you're doing in school, what you need to get done, and it will help you out in the long run, which is the main thing. Really all that matters is you getting your work done in the long run. You feel me? If I could go back and change one thing, is that I wish I could go back to my freshman year, yo. Freshman year, I didn't really think of nothing too much. You feel me? At the time, I didn't really think of nothing, because I'm think about it, like, I'm a young freshman in high school, you know. I'm a young freshman in high school, just going in there, looking about clueless as heck. All I was worried about was the girls, you know. Tips I could give you is just make sure you're on your stuff, bro. Like, but at the same time, having fun, man. Don't let the work get in your head too much to where you're not having fun no more, because that's where I messed up at. Like, no, that's what I didn't do. I let the fun overtake what I needed to be done. Like, I was trying to have too much fun, but I wasn't focused on the main thing that I should have been getting done, if you know what I mean, right? Like, you know, trying to have too much fun, but that wasn't my main priority. My main priority at the time was trying to get my work done, but I couldn't, because my mind was focusing on, you know, girls, trying to come to school all flea, skipping, you know, trying to look cool for the crowd, but the crowd was really just chasing getting their work done, and that's what I wasn't getting at the time. So what I can say is, another thing is, don't rush to grow up fast, unless you know why you want to grow up fast. You know, you were forced to. Don't grow up fast, yo. I see. Right now, I'm already 18. When I was in high school, I was a young, you feel me? young 15-year-old freshman going into high school, scrawny, you know, didn't know nothing. I knew the whole thing. I knew everything, you know, wanted to be grown, you know. Now that I'm, you know, 18 now, I wish I could go back. You feel me? I could go back and do a lot of things different. Like, you know, I actually join the groups in school, you know, like everything I wasn't doing, I could go back and do them. Because at the time, all I was worried about was, you know, things that didn't matter, like, you know, girls, trying to be cool, gangbang, skip, fight, everything that did not matter at the time. That's what I was focusing on, which led me to get in a lot of trouble, suspended, and even almost even almost not even me not graduating, you know, not walking the stage. That's another thing that almost cost me. It was not me walking on stage because of the people I was trying to hang out with, trying to look cool in front of, it wasn't even worth it. You feel me? And if you're looking to go to college, you feel me, you're gonna find your ways, yo. Everything's gonna, don't let your, you know, because I know how it goes. Don't let your parents force you into, you know, going to college. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, yo. It's your decision, like, you feel me? Don't let you know, your older peers get in your ears about going to college, you know, because that's your decision. Because once you walk that stage, you're really your own man at that point, your own person. You feel me? You're yourself. You're your own boss, really. Unless that's something you know you want to do, don't let nobody force you to do anything. You feel me? Like, don't follow the crowd. Like, don't let the crowd, you know, determine who you are because you hang out with them type of people. It's really sayings in the fall category is that. You feel me? But what else? Yeah, the things I wish I could go back and do is like things like, you know, not trying to grow up fast, trying to be, you know, staying like young. You feel me? Because me, I'm already 18 now, man. I feel like I'm like, wow, like time goes by fast. Time does not wait for nobody. Feel me? So that's why I say that all the time. You know, make sure you're on your stuff because time does not wait for nobody. Like, it's on your own. You know, make sure you do good in school. You do this. You get your stuff done. Cause time is not gonna wait for you, bro. Like, it's not, yo. And if I could go back, I would change so much stuff because the things I used to do back then it just did not make sense at all, bro. Like, I was doing everything opposite of what I should have been doing. Do I regret it though? No, I don't regret it at all. Like, the things I was doing, I don't regret it because, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's still gonna be memories that I can always reminisce about, like things I used to do. Like, oh man, you see, like that's why I tell you, like, make sure you have fun at the same time because you can always go back and reminisce about the things that you used to do. Like, oh, like let's say if you went over here, like you used to be at the skate park all the time. Like, oh man, I used to be at the skate park every day back in when I was a freshman. You feel me? So you always have things to go back and reminisce on. That's all I was saying, not to say like, oh, be a work person 24/7, be on your stuff 24/7. I'm saying, like, you know, make sure you have fun while you're doing it, yo. Because if you don't, you're gonna miss out on a lot of things, and then you're gonna regret that you didn't do that when you was growing up. You feel me? That's why I always say, make sure you have fun at the same time, but don't have too much fun. Give me that. But yeah, yo, and if you're going into senior year, man, bro, make that senior year your best year, yo. Because for me, my senior year was unfortunately taken away from me, man. I didn't have no senior year. Like, my senior year was on virtual, online. That my whole senior year and half of my junior year was all virtual, yo. So I didn't really get to experience no prom or nothing of that, yo. And if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you're growing up or whatever, your class is gonna have, y'all gonna have those abilities to have, you know, prom and all that. I didn't get to have that because of COVID, you know. COVID ruined a lot of my stuff to have fun, you feel me? And if you get to experience those other activities, bro, make your senior year or your junior year, make every year count, yo, like it's your last year, yo, because you never know when something like that might happen again. Like, for me, us going into senior year that day, leaving school back in March, leaving out of school that day in March, man, I would have never knew that would have been my last time seeing half of those people in person ever again, you know. And it's sad because nobody knew. Like, nobody knew that was gonna be our last day seeing us because of COVID, you know. So make every day like it's your last day, yo. Especially with school, man. School, those 4 years go by so fast. If I had known them 4 years would go by that fast, man, I would have took every moment precious, you know. Like, at the time, Fortnite, the game I'm playing right now, it was just coming out when I was a freshman. it was a whole different game, you know. And I was a whole different person. I was still playing football. I had my other dreads in my hair, you know, and two different completely times, yo. Two different times, you know. Fast forward now, it's already 2021. We in a whole different chapter of Fortnite. A lot of new things change, you know. And you just gotta take time. Time is precious, y'all. The adults do not lie. Time is precious, you feel me? So don't take it for granted, trust me. You take it for granted, it will go past your head real fast. Get flip-flopped, GG's. And yeah, see what I'm doing right now? Like, another thing is, half of those friends that you have in high school, they're not gonna be there when you get out, yo. Half of those people, but I ain't gonna say it like that. Let me just say, like, half of those people that you met in high school, man, you're not gonna know them once you get out of high school. You feel me? Or those, you gonna find out. I'm not gonna tell you, but you gonna find out, yo. When you do, you gonna be shocked. You gonna be the same way I thought. I'm like, man, you gonna think like, oh, yo, hey, no, man, you know, all the people that's like, you know, my friends right now, they're my friends forever. I'm gonna know them forever. A lot of those people, bro, you're not gonna do literally after the day you graduate, yo. Like one of my friends, you know, for example, one of my friends I grew up with during high school, you know, he came to the graduation pictures for the graduation day. He flew back out here, and he said he moved all the way to a different state, so I think Tennessee somewhere, and he was not coming back no more after that, which is crazy, man. So you will never know, yo. A lot of those people that you know in high school, they not gonna be there when you out, yo. It's two different ball games. The parents do not lie to you, you feel me? And it's sad to know that, but that's how it go, you feel me? That's how it go. And my biggest thing that I say I could say, I can kill win. But yo, like I was saying, yo, one thing I wish that I knew where I could go back to, bro, is me, like, you know, like just like I wish I could go back to, you know, freshman year, just start it over again, bro. That's the biggest thing, man. If that was a kid, I would do everything so different, bro. Like, just don't take things for granted, but at the same time, have fun. Like, don't be all, you know, cause me, I did bad all 3 years. Well, no, all 2 years. First 2 years, I did nothing. Freshman year, forget it. Sophomore year, really forget it. I wasn't doing nothing sophomore year. But don't be like how I was, bro. Don't be like I was, bro. Be different, bro. Like, be yourself. Don't follow the crowd. Be a leader. Don't be a follower. Trust me, it's not the move. Don't let your friends get in your head, bro. Don't let them make you be this type of person that you're really not to be, yo. And then you started getting in trouble because, you know, the teachers are noticing why you're trying to be this way. They know you're not that way, so they start treating you like you're that way. And you're not really that way, if you know what I mean. And yeah, yo, really the main story is just have fun, bro. Just have fun, bro. Make every moment count, bro. No matter what you're doing, man. Even if it's football, your last match, you're just waking up in the morning of a Monday school on a Monday day, at 7:30 in the morning, make it like it's your last day of school, bro, because you never know, man. Time go by so fast. Them 4 years, man, it went by extremely fast, y'all. It don't even make sense, bro. Like, I really wish I could go back, but I can't, you know. Life goes on and time did not stop, so. Yeah, with that being said, y'all, you know, if you're just not going to high school, have fun. Don't let nobody judge you. Don't you know, be yourself. Have fun, and yeah, man. Your boy Dread is signing out. Peace, love, and harmony. And if you have not yet followed my gaming page is fb.gg/dreadheadgaming with 2 G's at the end. I will put in the description below, so I go follow it. And yeah, y'all, will see y'all next video. Peace. Deuces.